Hello friends, it's Allison Vanderslice and thank you for joining me in another video. Today we're going to be taking this cute bumblebee set and creating a Be Happy card. This is actually my first time using this set, even though I've had it for a couple years now probably. I just never knew what I wanted to do with it, but now I think I'm ready to go. This piece of paper is 4.5 inches by 5.25 inches, and I'm just going with a bright yellow ink pad and a blender brush and just blending on some ink. I'm not saturating it, I'm having some light spots and dark spots, and it's okay if it's blotchy. We're going to gold heat emboss this honeycomb pattern. I'm using my anti-powder static tool on the background, and I should have actually let this dry a little bit more, and you'll see why in a moment. I'm going to then stamp down our little heart honeycomb pattern anywhere on the background. I think I'm going to do it 3 times. I'm going to rotate this stamp just so it's a little bit different. We'll take our gold embossing powder and dump it on our background, tapping off the excess. Now you can see that there are some little gold specks here and there because the ink actually wasn't fully dry. So I suggest just waiting a little bit longer than I did, or even just using your heat tool to dry the ink before you stamp anything on it. I'm going to make sure I clean up all the embossing powder before I start setting it because I know I will make a mess everywhere. And as you can see, I did on this paper. Don't worry, I'm going to just get rid of it because it is just a scrap piece of paper. Oh, I also just recently purchased another gold embossing powder because I am actually running low. This is the first one that I had to repurchase. Alright, here's the fun part about our card making process, embossing. I really like how this turns out. You'll know that it is done when all of it is shiny. If there's a dull spot, just go over it a little bit longer. This was a pretty fast card to make. It took me about 13 minutes to film and create it, so I thought it was quick and easy. I'm going to go ahead now and trim down the background. So this was 4.25 by 5.5, and I'm going to trim it down to be 4 inches by 5.25, so that way we can get a nice border on the outside. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to trim it down to 5 inches, 4 inches by 5 inches. Now I have this pre-made yellow cardstock base which comes with a matching envelope, and that's what I'm going to use, but you can use any type of card base that you would like. You can make your own if you want to. Now I'm deciding if I want to use the flowers or any of the other stamps on here, and I'm just going to go with that Be Happy, and I will stamp it down with the VersaMark black ink, and then I will go ahead and do some clear embossing over top of that. Again, make sure you use your anti-static powder tool so you can have a nice crisp image. Normally I would put things straight up and down, but again, I'm changing things up, trying to expand what I've been doing and experiment to see what I can do, and I really liked how this turned out. You can really see the difference with the clear embossing powder over the black ink. I'm going to come in with my card base now and crease the fold either with my thumb. Actually, I think I'll come back in with my bone folder because it just wasn't creased enough for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach the card front to the card base. I feel like more recently I've been batch making cards instead of doing individual cards. What style of card making do you like? Do you like to batch make cards, or do you like to do just one-off cards? Let me know in the comments below. Now for the message, I'm just going to take this scrap piece of cardstock that I had, and as you can see, I ink blended on it to experiment some. So I'm just going to glue that down on the back side, and I'm going to put it a little bit offset just to change it up some. I really liked that floral stamp from the card set, so I'm going to use that black ink again and just stamp it down in the bottom left corner, kind of overlapping the white cardstock and then the yellow. I really liked the inside of this, and I want to try to do this more often. Isn't that adorable? I don't know why I haven't used this stamp set before, but I'm glad I tried it out, and I'm going to see if I can incorporate it into more of my card making. Now this ink still is wet, so don't close the card all the way. I'm still holding it open some, and I'm just going to lay it off to the side. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun creating it, so I hope you liked watching it and you want to try it yourself. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you enjoyed my content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!